2023. What an amazing year for the AI community. We have so many things announced and so many stuff that happened. I'm pretty sure that you missed. So I have made this video compiling the most important stuff that happened this year, and I'm not gonna go in deep in it. I don't want to make this video like an hour and a half. I'm gonna just quickly, rapidly shooting everything and trying to talk about it. We're gonna start with the revolution, ChatGPT. When it got introduced in just like in a few days, it got 1 million user. After that, it didn't stop at all. ChatGPT announced there is gonna be ChatGPT 4, which is much better models than the ChatGPT 3, which have improved performance, significant improvement over the GPT 3, can perform many natural language tasks like summarization and translation. Then we got introduced to GPT plugins, which is kind of dead right now because what happened in the OpenDev, but it was this kind of idea that you can code something that will talk to ChatGPT APIs and you can use it in OpenAI. It got this extra functionality and flexibility from OpenAI. Then we got custom instructions from ChatGPT, which kind of open for anyone. It's got introduced in July, and right now you can put custom instruction to have more control on your GPT. Then we got the advanced data analysis, which kind of connected to GPT Enterprise. When we introduced to GPT Enterprise, we got Code Interpreter. What is Code Interpreter? Actually, it's like kind of plugin that's created by OpenAI. You can perform a lot of coding and executing with it. It's an advanced analysis for different kind of code, which lead to another cool stuff that have been built later in a few months. Then we got introduced to DALL-E 3, which is now available or both on OpenAI and Bing, which is Microsoft engine. DALL-E 3 GPT is combining with the powerful knowledge of OpenAI GPT and the DALL-E 3 capability to get us this amazing image generation text to image model. Then we had this first OpenDev AI developer conference. Then we got this OpenAI first developer conference ever, which was so cool that it got announced a lot of stuff like the GPTs and the OpenAI assistants and the new API, the GPT-4 Turbo, which got a lot of improvements right now you can hear and understand. Then we got to the GPTs, which is a custom models. Technically, you can create your own custom model if you have a company and you want to train your own model. It have more cost, but it's custom and it's private. Then we got introduced to GPTs. GPTs is kind of just gonna be like this. If you have an idea and you want to share it with the world, you can build it in the OpenAI GPT and share it. And then they promised us that they're going to create the GPT store, which is the market that we can share our GPTs inside. And you can make money. They said that you can make money using it, but they didn't talk about percentage yet. Then one of the funniest stuff that happened, the OpenAI Sam Altman getting firing and hiring in the same week, which was one of the most interesting things that happened this year, honestly. The company, for some reason, suddenly announced that Sam Altman is the CEO of the company, is fired. And then I think his partner also quit. Then the entire research team and the developers threatened the entire company they are going to quit. The funny thing that it actually worked and they got hired again after Microsoft said they're gonna take him in their company and work with him. In beginning of this year, Google joined the AI journey and introduced Bard. It was kind of competing with GPT-3, but honestly, it left in everyone desiring more. It got a ton of bugs. It didn't function very well, and it had lacking capability that ChatGPT was already miles ahead and front. Runway created this Gen 2. It's technically you take an image, upload it, and it will start turning this image to a motion in like a few seconds, 4 or 8 seconds, and you can prompt it. It's still kind of new, but honestly, it's really cool. It's one of the best out there. There is an alternative to it, but I'm gonna talk about it. Then Facebook and Microsoft team up to give us the Llama large language model 2 for use. It's one of the best open source large language model out there that have been introduced by Meta and Microsoft, but mainly Meta, and it's open source. Then they introduced to us Segment Everything, which is created by also Meta. You can segment anything with zero shot detection. Like you look at one thing, and you can segment and detect it. The new AI powered Microsoft in Edge. Microsoft, after Google announced that they're going to publish Bard, they immediately launch the integration of GPTs inside Bing, the Bing chat. It's kind of like they wanted to dominate the AI field. Midjourney also published a new version 5 of Midjourney. It was so cool, honestly, but it wasn't the only version that they released in this year. They also released version 6. It was just a couple of days ago. Right now, I think it's one of the best models out there. It's so amazing in details. Then after that, Adobe finally joined the AI journey. Adobe Firefly. It was one of the coolest Adobe new feature. It do text to image, of course. There is some of them actually like saying that the next step of Firefly is gonna be video editing. It can automatically generate images for you, select the music, do some editing tricks for you using Firefly. OpenAI introduced us to a new library. It's called Shape-E, which is kind of text to 3D model that announced it kind of went under a radar. I don't know why we didn't get to see a lot of people talking about it. You type a prompt, then you can see a generated 3D image of it. One of the coolest things that I had the experience seeing like being built in front of me is Pandas AI. Pandas AI is one of the videos that I made in my channel here. It was talking about how you can use the large language model to do a data analysis using Pandas AI. I saw it when it's been made, and I know actually the author is one of the coolest people that I saw in LinkedIn. And also it's like powered by LangChain. You can integrate it with too many options in terms of large language model, either GPTs or Bard or even open source. Back to Adobe. Adobe actually did something also cool, this generative fill for Photoshop. Like you can select a part in an image and ask Photoshop to do generation AI art for you. It was one of the coolest things. We've seen it a lot of in TikTok and short in YouTube. Elon Musk, of course, the weirdest guys for this year. He took Twitter to turn it to X, then announcing there's gonna be a company called X.AI. Later in the same year, he said there's gonna announce a new large language model called the Grok, which is an AI model after the Hitchhiker Guide to Galaxy. It's like it can answer anything, and it's have this weird, wacky personality. I didn't get hands on it, but it seems like it's really cool. People talking about it, but it's not that good as GPT yet. And another one of the coolest OpenAI source model, the Mistral 7B, the best 7 model up to date. It's open source also. You can use it. It's comparing to Llama 2. It's much better. It's one of the best open source in terms of performance. Then we got introduced to Apple Vision Pro, which is kind of announcing they're working on it. It's a new glasses, new kind of technology that will allow us to use augmented reality in real time, and we can like play games, open apps, and use it like in this movie Ready Player One. It was really cool when all the people talking about it on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can use it instead of computer, but you have to plug it into a power supply that can power it, and you can play movies, play songs, use it as a computer, play video games with it. I think it's the next step for the technology that we will have, the augmented reality. Illustration with text to vector. It's the same idea for images, but instead of the image is a vector for the Adobe Illustrator from Adobe. And it was very cool. It didn't get a lot of attention, but it's one of the coolest stuff that Adobe did this year. We got to introduce to Stable Diffusion video. Ending this year, Stable Diffusion started to publish the first model for the video, image to video, which is kind of open source alternative for the Runway Generation 2. It's not like big yet. Right now it's competing with Pika Labs and Runway, and you can see it. It's beating of both, and it's open source. I think you can use it. Ending this year, Google announced Gemini. largest and the biggest capable AI model that Google right now have. It have like when it went out, the capability of it was so amazing. Like people went to speak about it for like a week, if I can remember correctly. And the ability to have vision and it have audio capability and image capability. It is basically the coming competitor for the 2024, and it's gonna be competing directly with OpenAI. It, of course, the publisher is saying that the state-of-the-art performance. So far, we're not 100% sure. They're just displaying it. It have image capability, video capability, and audio capability, and it's basically pushing the capabilities to the next generation. Then finally, we started to getting to the end of the year. Midjourney version 6. It have this hyper-realistic realism of generating images. It was just a few days ago. If you had Midjourney, you can see the updates already rolling out. One of the coolest things happened this year is the amount of improvement that we got in the image generation code. Then there is few mentions like Supervision by RoboFlow, the cool library that I talked about before that help you in computer vision project, and the YOLO-NAS model, the model that beating up both YOLO V8 and 5 and 7 in terms of object detection and real time. This all stuff happened in this year. It is so many things that happened this year. It's an amazing year for the AI and the data science and machine learning community. And I'm pretty sure the coming year will be much better in terms of what will be happening. I know that is not all of the stuff that happened in 2023 in terms of AI, and I know that I missed a lot of open source stuff that happened. But in my opinion, this is a list that I have created around the most important things that happened this year. I might put like more 50 something there, but I don't think that it had this important impact out of this list. If I missed something, please tell me in the comment. So that's it for the recap of 2023, and I'm super excited for the coming year. And if you wanted to keep up with kind of news, every single month I'm gonna publish a new video talking about what happened this month and discussing what this kind of stuff that will be affecting us and how to use this kind of tools. Please drop a like and subscription. So I hope you like this video and see you on the coming videos that I will be creating in this channel. And if you're new here, I want to let you know my channel is about exploring and learning and talking about the machine learning and AI world. And that being said, see you in next video.